Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick tractor and equipment tour, showing off some of our very used equipment. We'll start it off with our smallest tractor on the farm. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is actually our smallest tractor. A little 49 horsepower Kubota that we use for scraping cow manure. It's in desperate need of a bath like most of our stuff, but that's a problem for future me. Next tractor, coming in a whopping 1 horsepower bigger, is our Ford 5000, 50 horsepower. It's actually my dad's first tractor, and we don't do too much with it anymore. We just use it to push up feed. It's kind of retired now because she's getting pretty freaking old and used. It's got a lot of hours on it. It used to be his only tractor that he had on his farm, but now she just keeps the cow's feed pushed up, so it does good. Oh yeah, and in case you were wondering, I'm going from smallest to biggest on our tractors. I mean, we don't have that many, but we do have a couple. And we got another Ford 5000. This one has a loader, but the loader and the bucket have definitely seen better days. It doesn't do much besides chop up straw for bedding now with the bale chopper. And sometimes we use it to agitate our underground pit. That's what I was trying to say. Agitate the underground pit, but other than that, it's just an old girl. Climb the chip pile. Get the cinematic angles. Oh, Jesus. That is our feed wagon and our big towing tractor. That tractor probably gets used. It's the second most used tractor on the farms. Ford 8600, 105 horsepower. We got a pretty decent sized box for that we'd use for all of our feeding, you know, mixing up the feed, feeding the cows. Another old Ford. My dad likes Ford tractors, so got a couple of them. Yeah, it's a good tractor. Got some all-terrain mud tires in the front because we're too lazy to buy actual tractor tires for it. Yeah, decent. And this beauty right here, the Case MX 110. It's our main loader tractor. This thing gets used for everything. It is also in desperate need of a bath and a pressure washing. But hour meter on it still works, and I just checked it and it has almost 22,000 hours on it. This tractor gets ran sun up to sundown pretty much every single day on the farm. It's a good tractor though. Hasn't broke down yet. Almost forgot. If you couldn't tell by the name, this thing has 110 horsepower. It's actually not our biggest tractor. We got one just a little bit bigger, but this one's our most used tractor. For a pretty long time, that Case was our biggest tractor until my brother decided to bring home this thing. It's gonna be our big field working and tow tractor. The 150 horse International with a turbo and dualies in the rear. Its only problem right now though is that it needs a new clutch pack on its PTO. Doesn't want to spin properly, but once we find the time to fix that, this thing's gonna be sick. And some other decent sized equipment we have. This, my brother also bought this, but it's a big spreader for spreading out all of our compost solids, but none of our tractors that we had were big enough to run it till we got that thing. So hopefully once we get that going, we'll be able to use that spreader. But until that happens, we have this smaller New Holland spreader that we use quite regularly to get our solids out on the fields. Nothing too special about it. Just a little kick up the solids in the back, conveyor belt that moves along with the PTO. Normal stuff. And we got a little 7-foot brush hog for keeping down thistles and whatnot. use this with the 8600 quite a bit. In case anyone was wondering, we're milking between 240 and 250 cows right now. It kind of fluctuates as we dry them up and bring in new fresh cows. So we're not really a massive dairy, but we aren't itty bitty either. We know what we're doing, kind of. And just one last thing that I think honestly deserves an honorable mention is this old Suburban right here. My dad's had it for as long as I've been alive, or as long as I can remember at least. It has like almost 300,000 miles on it. We've used it to pull out tractors when they've gotten stuck in the mud before. This thing's more of a farming vehicle than anything we got. Good old 454. That's from a, yeah. But yeah, she got a couple dings and scrapes, but you know, it's a good rig. Gets the job done. To the 10 people that might end up seeing my video, I appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.